I isolated for quite a few years, but I think that the friendships I've been able to keep up with from seminary, and even before seminary, are more of a testament to those guys than they are to me. Although now that I'm a much healthier person, I do reach out to them and I talk to them. And friends, I have some friends still from the RUF years. I don't have any friends that go back to high school. I do have relationships with people that were in the church that I was in growing up, but not high school. I kept those two worlds pretty separate anyway. My relationship with my youth pastor, who's now a pastor of multiple churches, they have multiple campuses in my hometown, has been really important because God used him in a big way to keep my brother and I on the straight and narrow, and why we're in ministry today. A big part of that is because of Mike and Paula Rittenhouse. Yeah.
I really wanted to tell people, and there were a few old friends, like a couple college friends and some friends from childhood who kind of knew what was going on. So I think as things went along, I think I began to feel more freedom to be open. In the earlier years in Corpus, it was definitely harder, and just also too, just being a new mom and we're doing ministry, you know, it was progressive through our time in Corpus as it got with Paul, as it got worse. I would love for church to be a place where we could just be in a prayer meeting and really lay it out there. And I mean, I would love that kind of honesty. And I pray that there are churches out there like that. And I think that's beautiful, like for a pastor's wife to be able to say, this is what's really going on with us, and to be accepted anyway and loved through it. That would be awesome. But often that's not the case. And often people in ministry, women in ministry, wives of pastors need to have outlets outside of the church, or maybe a trusted elder's wife, or I did have some older women in the church in Corpus, one in particular that I was able to on some level talk to, and that was very helpful. But yeah, I mean, I think old friends, or if you can make friends outside the church, have a neighbor that you walk with and can talk with and go to the park with your kids. I mean, things like that are just, or go to counseling. That's a very safe space if you can find a helpful counselor.
I think Ben Tree is very important. I've seen it, what it has meant for when I was in RUF, for RUF pastors to come together and to help one another in staff training twice a year, to have senior guys or guys from the outside of RUF world come in to speak to us and to encourage us in ministry, to encourage us in self-care, to encourage us in loving our families. And I see Ben Tree doing the same thing. So I would wholeheartedly recommend Ben Tree to every pastor out there, whether you're PCA or not.
Hi, my name is David Wilson. I'm the director for Bent Tree. Why are we doing these videos? It's because we want to tell people stories. We think as they tell their stories, they bring you into their story. And we think that if you hear their stories, maybe you'll have the courage to tell yours, or that you'll ask other people about theirs. We think this is a worthwhile ministry for you to invest in. If you'll see at the end of these videos, there'll be a link for you to see if you could donate to us. We sure could use the help. Thank you.